Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition on Press Reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS users and Google Play for Android users to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just click on the link in this video to join.
Yan, kamusta mga katribu, and welcome to another live episode of the Athletes Tribune. This is your host Ian Suyu, joined by Mr. David Cubangbang, and ang nagbabalik at may bagong hairstyle, Ms. Tina Maralit.
Hi mga katribu, good
guys,
evening.
kamusta?
Ian, kamusta ka naman dyan? Alam ko na miss mo kami.
So far, so good. Oo, miss ko na kayo dyan, pero still doing fine naman dito sa loob ng bubble. And ayun, speaking of, napag-usapan na natin ilang beses na ang basketball and volleyball. And ngayon naman, dumako tayo sa ibang sport. As we will be joined by our national fencers, Miss Maxine Esteban and Miss Samantha Catantan.
Yay!
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening. Good evening. Girl power tayo tonight.
Oo, away-away na tayo dahil magkakaibang eskwelahan tayo.
Oo nga eh.
Oo. So, ayan, Miss Samantha and Maxine, kamusta naman kayo ngayon so far? Kamusta naman kayo ngayon during this quarantine period?
Well, so far, I've been doing okay naman. Thank God na all my family members, my friends, and everyone I know have not contacted the virus. And I'm still praying na all our fellow Filipino brothers and sisters will always be safe. And I hope na the economy of the country will bounce back. And I'm praying rin na there will be a downward trend of the COVID-19 cases because it's been really hard for all of us rin.
Ayun. Si Sam
How about
naman.
you, Samantha?
Same din po kay Max. Safe naman po kami ng family ko. And ayun po, thankful po na wala naman po nagkasakit sa amin. And same din po sa mga teammates, coaches, and friends ko.
Ayan.
Ayun, David and Miss Tina, may mga tanong na ba kayo dyan?
Siyempre, doon tayo sa nagbabalik. Simulan na natin.
So ano ba? Okay. Curious lang ako kasi nung panahon ko, mga last year lang naman yun.
Last year lang.
Mga
Okay.
last year lang. Di, pag sinasabi mo kasing fencing, hindi talaga girls yung masasabi natin nagdo-dominate ng sport. You know, but syempre now, nakikita natin like with the likes of Maxine and Sam, 'di ba? Ito na mga sabi ko nga kanina, 'di ba, girl power. So, I'm just curious, how did you get interested in the sport and how was the journey like?
Siguro start tayo kay Sam. Yes.
Ako po, fencing po talaga yung unang sport na natry ko po eh. So yun, unexpected lang po siya kasi sports clinic lang po siya dito sa barangay namin, tapos libre lang po. Tapos yun, tinry ko lang po, tapos nagustuhan ko naman po agad.
So started from sports clinic.
Oh, mga grassroots talaga na ano.
Opo.
And then from there, na-recruit ka na?
Recruit ka na ni Coach Canlas? Tama ba? Or...
Opo, kasi po kapatid po actually sila Coach Amat po talaga yung parang nag-aayos po na. Sila po talaga yung coach. Pero po yung nagtuturo po talaga sa akin, yung kapatid niya po, si Coach Christian Canlas. Kasi pumupunta-punta lang po dun si Coach Amat. Tapos yun na po, nakita niya po kami, yung iba ko mga teammates.
Hindi ka ba nag-start like, syempre, pag women's, di ba, volleyball, or
taga-fencing
any
nga
sports,
from
talagang
the,
fencing?
Opo, hindi po.
What about si Maxine? Ay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay lang po. Hindi po talaga ako into sports nung bata ako. Tapos vacation po, ayaw lang po nung parents ko na
Nasa bahay ka.
makatambay lang gano'n. Tapos since libre naman po, ayun, pinatry po sa akin.
Yeah.
Diba? From libre into back-to-back MVPs na lang ang nakuha mo.
Tapos national
ngayon,
hero pa, diba?
Diba?
So si Maxine naman, how did you start sa fencing?
For me naman, I used to be a figure skater. So, yeah, it was my first love. So, sobrang gusto ko siya. Pero, the ice skating rink in Mega Mall closed. So, I had to go to Mall of Asia all the time. Sobrang layo siya sa house namin. Kaya, I had to look for another sport. So, yun. Sobrang dami kong sports ni-try. Parang badminton, track and field, swimming, taekwondo. As in, lahat ni-try ko. Pero, wala talaga yung nagustuhan ko talaga until na pumasok ako sa fencing and sobrang naging mahal ko siya. Not only because of the sport, but also because of the community. Like, my teammates, like si Sam, naging best friend ko siya. So, yeah.
So Maxine, kasi, diba, sabi nga, you were a figure skater, tapos sa fencing, pareho yan, it requires grace, diba? Tsaka yung fluidity ng movement. So, how would you compare yung dynamics of the sport sa isa't isa, so to speak?
I think it's very much the same lang naman because in fencing, it also requires you to have the strength of a woman, the strength of a man and the grace of a woman. Like, it's also really important na you have coordination with your hand and your foot in fencing, just like ice skating. So I think it's very much the same. Yung different lang is yung costume, of course. Kasi ice skating, you have to wear skirt talaga, like girly, gano'n. Pero in fencing, you're all covered up.
Yes. Sabi mo nga, David, kanina, diba, yung fencing, yun ang bagay na sport while we're in this pandemic. Kasi talagang balot na
Naka-gear,
balot.
naka-mask, tapos may social distancing.
Oo, kasi yung
Ganun yung mga sila.
diba? Oo. Ano tanong?
Siyempre,
May tanong mo.
doon muna tayo sa medyo may onting connection ako kay Sam.
Okay. O, sige na,
Pride.
fine. Okay, fine.
Now may tayo.
Bomba UE, bomba UE.
Bomba UE na
Okay,
to.
go. Sabi ko naman, pag fencing, hands down, Ateneo, UE.
Yeah.
Diba? Hindi ako magta-trash talk dyan.
Okay, sige.
Okay.
So Sam, doon tayo sa sa UAAP career mo. How is it going? 'Di ba? Kasi fencing is also known ng UE for the championship of fencing.
Oo, palagi.
And isa ka sa mga naging factor to win the championships. Bring us back to your career sa sa fencing sa UAAP. From your MVPs into that pit of championships sa UE. How is it for you? Mula sa simula hanggang ngayon, 'di ba? Ayun, sige.
Siyempre po, sobrang thankful po ako kasi mostly naman, every year po, talagang na-achieve po namin yung gusto namin marating. Siyempre, gusto namin po maging champion every year. Siguro po, bunga rin po yun ng hard work and trainings po namin. Kasi po, grabe po talaga magpa-training si Coach Amat si Coach Amatov Canlas po, si Coach Rolando. Talaga pong, pag sa kanya po talagang naiiyak po talaga kami sa training namin Talaga pong medyo pang national team level po yung parang ginagawa niya sa aming mga UE fencers. Kaya po siguro ganun. Yun po. With the support na rin po ng UE community.
So, sa lahat ng UAAP championships na napalulunan mo, ano yung masasabi mo talaga
Pinakamalapit sa
pinakamalapit sa puso mo, the one that really sticks out the
Sweetest.
most?
Syempre po, ito pong last year ko po as a varsity player po ng UE. Kasi po, never ko po na-imagine na hindi ko po i-represent yung UE sa college life ko. And unexpected lang po talaga itong dumating yung scholarship last year. And yun po, kinonsult ko syempre muna po sila coach. Ganun. Tsaka this year po talaga, sobrang memorable siya kasi nabalik din po namin yung championship ng women's na kinuha po ni Maxine last
Oo
year.
nga. Season 81.
Ay, naku, yun na.
Ayan. Maxi ko pala may kasalanan
Ayun. So, punta tayo kay Maxine.
So ito, pwede sundutin ko na yon. So Max, how was it nung sinabi ni Sam, naagaw mo daw yung championship from them. So how was it?
It was very memorable for me last year kasi like as Sam said nga na parang 13 peat champion sila or 11 ba? I'm not sure. Basta like sobrang dami na lang years na naging champion. And coming into UAAP, I was very excited kasi I've been looking forward to competing in UAAP ever since I was a child. Like ever since nag-start ako nag-fencing, lagi ako manonood sa kanila, like, lagi silang champion, gano'n. So, like, coming into UAP, I'm like, okay, we have to beat them kasi sa tagal na lang champion, gano'n. And so, even if I was a rookie lang, I will always message my teammates, gano'n. I'll be like, kaya natin to, gano'n. Like, alam ko na underdog tayo and sometimes, like, you don't believe in yourself, pero kailangan natin maniwala sa sarili natin, kung anong kakayahan natin, gano'n. So, yun, unexpected din na nanalo kami that year and sobrang thankful talaga kami. Pero lahat ng seniors namin nag-graduate na, like, yung last year, lahat yung seniors, and then lahat sila nag-graduate na, kaya, yun, wala na, talo na kami.
Pasingit naman kami.
Pero, not to mention, Maxine Esteban is season 8 times rookie MVP.
Oo nga,
Rookie of the
bihira
year,
yun, di ba? Hinakot ang awards. Pasingit naman kami.
Lumalaban
Pwede naman.
Pero sadyang malalakas lang kami. Ay, sorry.
Nagko-compete ka? Nakalang.
Ngayon lang eh, pagbigyan mo.
Okay. So, ito naman, from UAAP, bigger stage na. Representing the country. Diba? SEA Games.
The recent SEA Games.
Ano yung feeling na you're competing with your countrymen behind you na for sure yung cheers yun, diba? Pilipinas pride and everything.
Wala na yung school colors na
kumbaga, ito ano na to eh. Colors of the flag na. So, how was it for both of you?
Sam, start ulit sa'yo.
Schoolmate.
Yun, syempre po, UAAP naman po, talagang tinitrain na kami para maging national team po. Kaya hindi na rin po naging mahirap para sa amin. And kami po ni Max, kahit po rivals kami sa UAAP, ganun. And syempre, sa pagiging national team po, talaga pong close po talaga kaming dalawa eh. Pag may mga competition po outside the country, roommates kami. Kaya, actually po kami dalawa, maganda po talaga yung teamwork namin, and sobrang blessed and thankful po kami na mag-teammates kami, and most of the time po magkasama kami every competition po para i-cheer yung isa't isa. Yun.
So si Max naman, so how was it? Yung feeling na you're competing in front of your countrymen. Of course, nandun yung excitement, but what about yung pressure ba na...
Having that PHI
sa likod mo, di ba? It's not just the school you're carrying, but the country as well, on your back.
Yeah, for me, it was very pressuring rin because last year, I entered Ateneo and I entered one of the hardest courses in Ateneo, which is ME. And ever since then, I really concentrated on my studies and put my academics before my sport. So, yun, like, in the Southeast Asian Games, I wasn't able to train as much as my teammates. So, parang sobrang daming pressure na nasa likod ko. Parang, wow, host country pa tayo. Tapos, medalist din kami last SEA Games. So, parang sobrang daming pressure talaga in me na parang I wanted to quit fencing talaga and, like, give up my spot in the Southeast Asian Games because I don't know if I will be the best person to take that individual, like, spot. So, yun, parang minsan sobrang hirap talaga kasi parang after every competition, uwi ako tapos sobrang daming requirements, homeworks na kailangan gawin.
Tapos pagod ka.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure pretty much yung hardships, yung sacrifices that both of you had to go through, it was all worth it in the end.
Pati may isang comment sa kanilang Sa kanilang dalawa tungkol sa'yo,
Ano?
multitasker sila.
Kasi nga, mga babae talaga, iba eh. Superpower namin yan.
Naman.
Multitasking, di ba?
So, Ian.
Ayan, at habang mas lumalalim ang usapan natin, ako marami pa rin kaming itatanong Sam and Max, huwag kayong mag-alala, pero maghintay muna kayong saglit because we'll be right back right after these short commercials.
This is a very important story. The important story.
Pictures and stories.
Today, we feel the weight of history on our shoulders. The way we have been moving leads nowhere. We need to change course.
Since the United Nations was founded, the human race has never had to face a set of challenges like we do right now. But together, we can overcome them.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako! Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can I get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets, na pink yung sofa, tapos slides, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget my...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... cancel ko sa Lipa? Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami mag-deliver.
Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
At muli kaming nagbabalik dito sa The Athletes Tribune. Kasama natin ang ating National Fencing Gems, Miss Maxine Esteban and Miss Samantha Catantan.
Ayan.
Ayan.
David, Ian, before we proceed sa ating discussion, kasi natatabunan na yung ating comment box sa ating
ang dami,
live stream. So, shoutout muna tayo sa mga fans ni Max at saka ni Sam. So, Diego Francisco, Franco Flavier, Jericho Paminiano, Christian David Gamad, Jana Lisa Catantan, Carlo Abelio,
Andrea Lim, Rafi Jimenez, Joan Cabanes Bongkay,
Ignatius Caballero,
Team Goods, at yung
ito pinaka-matindi. Carl Suyu, pa-shoutout daw.
Oo, ayun na.
Suyunatics lang malakas.
Suyunatics natin yan, no?
Yeah, tsaka Pinky Alfelor. Ayan, so, hi daw mga idol kay Sam and kay Maxine.
daming fans ng ating mga guests.
Eh, syempre, kung magaling ka ng athlete, tapos magaganda ka pa. Ganun talaga, maraming fans.
So, naranasan mo din ba yan? Okay.
Okay, balik na tayo sa discussion natin. Okay, Ian, take it away.
Okay, so speaking of national team, after SEA Games, pinaka-ina-expect ng sporting event for this year sana is Olympics. Kaso dumating tong COVID-19 and ang alam ko you guys are on your way to participating in certain qualifying events sana. But can you walk us through ano yung nangyari? Paano kayo nag-adapt with that situation nung nalaman ninyong postponed ang Olympics as well as yung mga qualifiers na sasalihan ninyo?
Sam, ikaw ulit.
Siyempre po, malungkot kami na ngayon nga po na-move. Pero thankful din po kami kasi po hindi po talaga kami nakapag-training ng maayos this year. Since nung March po, nag-start na po mag-quarantine. March or April. Kaya yun po, since po noon, wala na po talaga kaming maayos na training. Puro home Zoom, online training lang po talaga yung nangyayari. Kaya kinakabahan din po ako na kung tuloy pa po ba gano'n, tapos wala akong maayos na training. So ano yung performance na mabibigay ko. Kaya yun po, thankful po na na-move siya kahit po, kasi po aminado naman po ako na hindi po talaga kami prepared po this year kasi nga po hindi po nakapag-training dahil po sa situation. Yun po.
And Max?
For me naman, I think they made the right decision naman to postpone it because, of course, our health is more important than anything. And for yeah, for me and Sam, for the first few weeks of quarantine, we've been training as well in Zoom. So as a high level athlete, we train every day and we keep ourselves in shape. Yun. Tapos when the quarantine toned down a bit, like eased a bit, we started free fencing in my own facility hall, and yun. And my coach also started living with us, so he can train me every day.
So, yun nga yung kasabihan, diba? You have to stay ready so you don't have to be ready. Get ready, diba? So, iba talaga yung mga super athletes, iba yung dedication nila.
Elite level ka talaga. Kailangan.
Sobra, diba?
Hindi matigil.
Oo. I guess siguro it's part na rin talaga ng whole being mo pag high-level athlete ka. Hindi ka mapapakali if you're not moving, if you're not doing anything, diba?
Parang si
It will run on your blood mo din talaga.
Oh, parang si Ian.
Si Ian.
Wow. Oo naman siya. Okay.
So wait lang, may nagpapa-shout out.
Oh.
Number 1 fan nyo, guys. Si Coach Amatov is one
Ayun.
na.
Ayun, go mga idol!
Coach, ikaw ang tunay na idol.
Diba?
All the championships na binigay mo for the
Yan.
fencing.
Tapos ito, may question tayo from Gab Ferreras for Maxine Sam. Any reaction kapag nakalaban nyo ang isa't isa sa tuwing may international tournaments or any other tournaments?
Ay, meron yan mamaya pero sige.
Sige, ano natin?
How does
Ano yan? Meron bang,
compete kayo
before yung tournament ba, magte-text sila, mag-usap kayo, ako muna sa unang round, mamaya, ikaw,
Ako
ganyan,
muna.
bigayan tayo,
Ano ang score tapos
pag hindi ka pumayag, abangan kita sa labas, may mga ganun ba? So, paano yun, Sam?
Actually po, first time po namin naglaban ni Maxine, international competition po, nung SEA Games po talaga. Siyempre po, sobrang lungkot kasi alam naman po namin sa isa't isa na parehas po talaga namin yung pinaghandaan eh. And hindi pa nga po kami, siya po parang hindi kami magkasama din mag-training, pero alam naman po namin na binibigay namin yung best namin every day. So yun po, nung nalaman ko po na nagtapat kami, syempre sobrang lungkot ko po. Hindi ko po alam kung paano kami mag-uusap. Ganun. Kasi first time po talaga eh. First time po. So syempre yung kaba rin po. And ano naman po, thankful pa rin po ako kasi nung SEA Games nga po, kami yung magkakatapat kahit papano. At least sure na may
isang medal.
Mauwi kaming medal. Opo. Yun po.
What about si Max? How was it like?
Parang it was super sudden kasi, parang inside the pist na like magkalaban kami, pero outside the pist, super good friends kami. Like, best friend ko talaga siya. Kaya parang sobrang masakit din na parang magkalaban kami yun. Kasi syempre, like, wala, masakit lang.
Kasi alam mo, di ba?
Syempre, oo.
Ayaw ko kalabanin yung best friend ko, di ba? So, yun.
But at the end of the day nga, parang it's higher than themselves eh. It's for the country, diba?
Pati kung sino manalo, for sure may medal eh.
Oo. And for sure naman, yung victory nung isa, victory na rin nung isa. Diba? So, ito may isa pa tayong question ulit kay Gab, from Gab ulit. Max, can you share yung ginawa mo daw na relief efforts para sa frontliners along with your siblings? O, diba? Hindi lang matalino, maganda, magaling na athletes, mapagkawang gawa pa.
So, the first few months of quarantine, parang we had so much idle time. So we wanted to think of a way to help out and give back to the community, to help our frontliners and everyone who's in need. So we sent mostly rice packs to all the affected communities, also face shields. And we received a lot of support then that inspired us to do this fundraiser. So the fundraiser composed of 2 phases. So the first phase was just posting online in our social media platform, parang asking for donations, ganun. And then the second phase was putting our artworks into auction because painting is also one of my passions, and it's one of the things that I can't do because I'm so busy. But because of this quarantine, I was able to do it more. And so I decided to start painting every day. Tapos I put it in auction, and thankfully we were able to raise 500,000 pesos in total, and we were able to donate it to UERM Hospital, USD Hospital, San Juan Municipality, Tagaytay Municipality, and to also like the Pampanga Municipality. Yeah.
Ikaw na talaga, Maxine.
Oo nga. Hindi,
Ikaw
kasi
na.
I think that's one good example of athletes na katulad nga, sinasabi natin, high-level athletes, elite athletes, of using their influence as athletes to help others, no? Na pag-uusapan because of their good deeds, not because of,
Not just the sports and
oo.
everything.
At hindi dahil controversial sila, diba?
Ay, may ibig sabihin ka ba doon?
Wala ako sinasabi doon. Bakit ako na naman?
Controversial kasi.
Wala ako.
Bibigay ng bigas, di ba? Kung ano nagsasaka, ay, Esther,
naku,
tumutulong. di ba?
Yung mga farming na ganyan, diba?
Okay, so
Okay na, sige. Fencing ang usapan, diba? Fencing. Okay, let's go.
Sa amin, Maxine, ano bang feeling pag suot na yung uniform? I mean,
Mainit ba na?
gano'n kainit?
Parang bang astronaut ka dyan?
Oh, dapat di
Kasi
pa
malit na
pag
balat eh.
nangangatik kayo or what? How does it feel wearing that fencing uniform?
Actually, curious din ako.
Maxine, ikaw muna mauna ngayon.
Right now, it's not very pero before siguro sobrang uncomfortable siya kasi sobrang init sa ultra kasi walang aircon. So imagine nag-wear kami ng parang 4 layers of jacket tapos sobrang init tapos sobrang dami pang tao tapos yun wala lang sobrang init tapos sobrang daming sweat pa na nag-accumulate sa mask mo kasi close yung mask, diba? So
Effective to pampapayat yun. Diba? Dapat yata mag-fencing na tayo, no?
Pero syempre, di ba, yung adjustment ni Maxine from figure skating and then
Oo.
uniform ng
From sexy na outfit, bilang balot na balot, diba?
Na wala si Maxine.
Wala si Maxine.
So, Sam, it's now your time.
Oh.
Ikaw naman.
Ano feeling kapag every time suot mo yung fencing uniform mo? Hindi ba constricted yung galaw or ano?
Hindi naman po kasi may iba't ibang sizes naman po and yung pinipili po talaga namin yung sakto po talaga namin. And syempre po mainit po talaga kasi jacket, breeches, tapos may nakapatong pa po ulit, tapos may suot po kaming chest protector sa mga babae, tapos may electric jacket pa po para kapag natutusok, yun na yung pag-ilaw na gano'n. Tapos, pero po sanay po kami kasi wala nga pong aircon sa ultra, kagaya po ng sinabi ni Maxine. Ang mas nakakapanibago pa nga po kapag international competition po lagi po kapag sobrang lamig, parang mas nahihirapan pa po ako huminga, gano'n. Kasi nga po nasanay ako sa open area po kasi yung training hall po namin is wala pong aircon. And yun po, open lang po talaga.
Ayun, so, di ba parang may kinakabit pa na wire sa likod nyo? Di ba siya nakakapagit?
Cable or something.
Sorry,
Oo.
I'm just curious paano nangyayari doon?
Hindi naman po siya nakakabate kasi parang magaan naman po. Pero yun, para po kaming taling nakatali.
Kung aso naman yung mga high-cost na breeds.
Oo.
Diba? Siyempre, champions eh.
So, ayan. So, going back naman is, paano nyo na maximize tong quarantine? Ikaw, Maxine, alam ko na
Nag-aaral
ka with, you have this certification from Wharton, tama?
Wow!
Can you discuss it with us?
Ikaw na talaga?
The status were abruptly called off and Ateneo decided to pass everyone. I had so much idle time in my world, kaya I decided to try like free online courses in Ivy League schools. So I was able to finish 9 in Wharton and Yale about entrepreneurship and negotiation. So basically, I just learned like the ins and outs of setting up your own business and the skills that you need to run a contemporary business that is predominantly online, like how to negotiate with suppliers, employees, customers, and basically stakeholders of a business. So, yun.
Galing.
Ikaw naman, Sam, ano pinagkabala mo during this quarantine?
Actually, tambay lang po talaga. Kasi po nag-decide po ako na i-defer po muna yung admission ko po next semester, which is this January po. Kasi nga po, dahil po sa pandemic, and medyo mahirap po kasi kung mag-online course ako since first year pa lang po ako, and feel ko po hindi siya magandang foundation para sa freshman student po na kagaya ko na mag-start na online classes. Especially po, ibang standard po yung na parang ibang level, ibang standard po kagaya dito sa Philippines. So, malaking adjustment po talaga yun para sa akin. So, ngayon po, syempre, nag-spend time muna po ako sa family ko, sa friends ko, and focus lang po muna talaga sa fencing kasi medyo pressure din po ako kasi kahit po nakakuha ko nung syempre po, nakuha akong scholarship, pero sobrang bigat po talaga nung nafe-feel ko ngayon na kailangan, syempre, pag nandun ako, kailangan kong ma-meet yung expectations nila. So, hindi ako sure, since wala akong maayos na training ngayong year, kaya hindi ako sure talaga kung paano po. Kaya po ngayon, nag-focus lang po talaga muna ako sa fencing, and yun po, sinusulit ko po yung time ko with my family.
Ayun. At saka, David, by yung new semester na sinasabi ni Sam, walang kakwenta-kwentang school yung sinasabi nito. Penn State lang.
Penn State lang.
Penn State lang naman. Walang kakwenta-kwentang paaralan.
Sam, paano ka?
Oo. Paano ka nakuha ng Penn State? Oo.
Penn State.
Yan. Very interesting.
May nakilala po kasi kaming coach, na Southeast coach po siya, na galing po sa Penn State. Actually po siya po talaga yung nag-champion po siya doon ng ilang years po. Kasi yun po, friend po siya ni Coach Amat, and very close din po siya sa amin, and especially po sa foil po ng mga fencers. Tapos yun po, nung early June or July po last year, nag-message po siya sa akin na naghahanap daw po ng players. And parang sinabi niya po na parang gusto niya daw po ako as a fencer, and alam niya daw po na dedicated ako, ganun. Parang gusto niya po ako ipakilala. Tapos may upcoming po kasi siya na training camp po sa Malaysia, and yun po, in-invite niya po ako, and guest po doon yung yung head coach po ng Penn State. Kasi pinanood niya lang po ako maglaro, tapos nagsunod-sunod na rin po kasi naging maganda po yung performance ko sa mga ilang competitions po last year.
Oo, ang sabi, hindi lang sa basketball nakikilala Pilipinas ngayon sa di ba? Pati fencing, syempre. And grabe, yun nga, yung pagkakakuha ni Sam sa Penn State, victory na rin for all of us kasi Pinay, diba? Tapos hindi basta-bastang sport, sa hindi basta-bastang school. O, diba? Sa hindi basta-bastang school.
Pati magbe-benefit din tayo I mean, the experience
of
mo.
course. Especially pag nag-qualifier siya for the Olympics kasi it's going to help a lot eventually. Diba? Hindi ka naman namin pinipressure pero galingan mo, ha?
Kumbaga bit-bit mo na yung word na Philippines.
Oo.
Palagi.
Diba?
So,
Ano pa? Iyan, ikaw, baka may question ka naman.
Well, actually, babalik ako dun sa SEA Games, no? Kasi, as we all know, 1 year na makalipas, halos 1 year na makalipas, and nasa halfway na rin tayo. 1 year to go na rin bago mag-SEA Games ulit. And gaano kalaking bagay na parang yung last SEA Games in 2019, yung sinasabi nila na parang comeback ng fencing. Kasi nga, di ba, ang tagal-tagal na parang nangungulelat daw yung fencing. Pero ngayon, naka-11 medals tayo. And guess what? Nakuha rin tayo ng gold medal. So, gaano kalaking motivation sa inyo yun entering this qualifiers or entering the next year's Southeast Asian Games?
Maxine.
Of course, I'm super proud of my teammates kasi yun nga, parang sobrang taga na walang gold medal sa SEA Games. So, sobrang proud ako kasi alam ko na sobrang pinaghirapan nila yun. As in, kasi kumuha kami ng Korean coaches. So, every day, sobrang hirap nila mag-training. As in, parang twice a day pa sila nag-training. Tapos, sobrang hirap talaga ng training. Sometimes, sumasabay kami sa kanila. Tapos, ako parang sobrang pagod na pagod talaga ako pag sumasabay ako sa training nila. Kaya, alam ko talaga na sobrang pinaghirapan nila yun. Kaya, sobrang proud and sobrang happy talaga ako for them.
Yun.
So for the next edition, sige. For the next edition ng SEA Games, which is going to be in Vietnam. So, makikarry ba natin yung momentum going to the next edition? Sa tingin mo, or are we going to exceed pa yung naging performance natin ng 2019?
Sam, ikaw na yun. Sa'yo na yung question.
Syempre po, goal namin, ma-exceed po yun. And kami pong fall, actually po kami po yung may pinaka mababang ranking po this SEA Games kasi kami po yung hindi nakakuha ng gold medal. So, for next year po, sobrang eager po kami na syempre makakuha po ng gold medal. Since everyday naman po talaga, kahit last year nagtitraining naman po talaga kami ng maayos. And naging maganda nga rin pong motivation sa amin yung mga teammates namin kasi yun nga po, inumpisahan po ulit nila na makapag-uwi yung Philippines ng gold medal na para po sa fencing. So yun po.
Bring us back dun sa moment na nanalo na ng gold si Jeline.
May picture yun di ba?
May picture yun na hinahagis pa si Jeline. Bring us back, anong nararamdaman yun? Finally, nakakuha na tayo ng gold. After ilang days ba yun bago nakapag-gold si Jeline? Sam?
Ano na po yun third day na po. Parang third day na po ata nung individual event. So yun po, syempre sobrang thankful po kami. Grabe po talaga yung pagka-proud namin sa mga teammates namin. Kasi yun nga po, grabe po talaga yung training nila. Grabe po yung adjustment kasi from yung dalawang event po namin, yung FA po and Saber, sila po yung may Korean coaches. So, grabe po yung adjustment sa kanila para po sa, syempre, yung skills po, ganun. And sobrang nahirapan din po talaga sila. Kaya sobrang happy po namin kasi alam po namin na deserving po talaga sila makakuha ng gold medal.
Ang sarap siguro ng feeling na yun. Parang the long wait is over, tapos biglang may no gold. Oh my God. Siguro, naiyak ka pa noon kung ano.
Kay team niya. Ikaw naman, Maxine.
Si David daw naiyak
Sobra naman. Hindi lang naiyak daw si nag-gold. Kasi naiyak din ako kasi naka-banner din ako bigla.
Diba?
Finally, banner photo yun. Maxine, ikaw naman.
Yun nga, same with Sam. Parang sobrang happy talaga ako for my teammates kasi sobrang nakaka-proud sila kasi, you know, the honor of one person is the honor of the whole country.
Exactly.
And yeah, I know how much they train for this. Like, sobrang hirap. Yun nga, sinabi ko kanina, sobrang hirap ng training nila. And sobrang laki nga ng adjustment nila from local coach. Tapos, they switched to a Korean coach. Tapos yung Korean coach, ang hirap ng training nila. Yun.
Ayun, Ian.
Yun, oo.
Cue something.
And ayun, since napag-usapan na natin itong mga international competitions na sasalihan or sinasalihan ninyo, babalik muna tayo saglit right after this short break.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kami natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ng mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
yun lang ang babayaran.
ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sarah G.
G?
G!
Click, click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap, it's a wrap. Just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring Ring apps or the in thing, you know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use, mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
At muli kami nagbabalik dito sa The Athletes Tribune. Kasama pa rin natin Miss Samantha Catantan and Miss Maxine Esteban. And ayun nga, nandito na tayo sa, I guess, last portion or last segment ng ating show. And David, nasa ang spotlight. Ikaw nang bahala.
Kayang-kaya mo na yan.
So, ayan na. Nakyo naman na ni Ian. So, nandito na tayo sa top 5 of the Athletes Tribune plus show and tell.
Okay. Ay, ano yan, ha?
May bago
yan, ha? 2 linggo na ako nawala. May mga tweaks kang ginawa.
Siyempre. So, top 5 muna tayo. Maxine, what would be your top 5 fencing moments?
Masyadong marami daw. Pero kailangan 5 lang.
5 lang.
I guess UAAP kasi it's really close to my heart. Because my Ateneo family, they're really close to me, and it's always been a dream nga, as I said earlier, to represent Ateneo. And parang winning that championship, I cried like sobra yung nanalo kami. And I don't remember any parang moment na I would cry pa in a local competition. Pero that competition made me cry so much kasi sobrang saya talaga. Tapos like you can see all my teammates at the side, sobrang happy din sila, gano'n. So I guess that's the first. And then the second is when I won bronze medal in the Junior World Cup, because it was my first FIE medal, and yun nga, parang sobrang, it's my first world medal, and yun, it's close to my heart. And the third one is when we won gold in under 23 as a team. It's also, I think, I'm not sure if someone, like, before, if nangyari na ba yun, but then, like, it's one of the things na we didn't expect, because sobrang daming Asian countries doon na malakas, like Korea, Japan, and Hong Kong, and yun, sobrang saya din kami nung time na yun. And the fourth is maybe the bronze medal in a senior satellite World Cup. So it's another world competition, but now for seniors, yung kanina for junior yun. And then maybe the fifth one is when we won bronze in the Asian Juniors as a team. And it was the first time in history na nanalo kami. And sobrang close yun sa heart ko din. Kasi yun, parang hindi namin in-expect. Kasi we were down by like 11 points. Tapos nanalo pa kami. Yun.
Next, Sam, ikaw naman. Siyempre, iba naman sa'yo.
Top
5 moments with Coach Ronald. Like, mga panggigisa sa'yo,
mga sabaw moments daw.
moments mo with Coach.
Oo, mga ganun.
Top 5 moments with Coach Canlas.
Ang hirap naman po. Yung una po, nung bata po ako, 11 years old or 12 years old po ata ako. Second, ko po siya, international competition. Tapos first bout ko po, sa sobrang kaba ko po, umiiyak na po talaga ako. Kasi iniiyak po ako sa sobrang kaba ko. Tapos yun, sabi niya po sa akin na, gusto mo, magtinda ka na lang balot? Gano'n. Pinapaalis niya po ako dun sa piece. Ay, pinapauwi niya po ako sa bahay namin. Nasa Singapore nga po kami. Talaga, naiiyak po talaga ako. Tapos nanginginig na po ako kasi nagagalit na po siya, gano'n. Tapos, yun po, simula naman po nun, hindi na po ako talaga umiiyak sa competition. Yung during games po, kasi talaga habang naglalaro, umiiyak po talaga ako.
Siguro naisip na, ayoko magtinda ng balot.
Okay.
Tapos, number 2 po, nung SEA Games po, 2017.
Okay.
Kasi po, sobrang unexpected po nun para sa amin ni Max, kasi ang bata pa po namin. 15 years old po ako, tapos si Max po, 17 na parang kami po yung napili for SEA Games, and individual lang po yun, walang team event. So yun po, grabe po talaga yung training nun. Kami po ni Coach, natutulog po talaga ako sa dorm kasi twice a day niya po ako nililesson para lang po i-train ako, kasi nga po, kinakabahan po siya kasi bata pa nga po kami ni Max. So grabe po yung pressure na yun po, grabe po yung pressure talaga na nasa amin po nung mga time na yun. Pangatlo, ano ba? Actually, everyday po talaga ako po. Takot na takot po talaga ako kay Coach Abat. Kahit sa training po talaga. Pag nandun na po siya, hindi na po talaga ako makapagsalita. Pag andyan po si Coach, hindi po talaga ako makapag-joke, ganun. Kasi
Coach
siguro
Abat,
po, ganun ko po talaga siya, nakilala eh. Sobrang, seryoso niya pong tao na kapag nasa peace po talaga kami, talaga pong gusto niya pong, parang yun po yung way niya para po talaga sumunod kami. And alam ko naman po na naging maganda rin yung naging magandang foundation po yun sa akin kasi talaga pong kada sabihin niya parang lagi ko pong nasusunod kasi kahit po yung maliit na bagay parang force kami na sundin yun. Wala na po ako ibang maisip, yun na lang po siguro.
Okay, sige. So,
Sige.
balik naman
Basta,
tayo.
Coach, hindi ka makakalimutan isa.
Nang dahil sa balon.
Oo.
So,
Nasabi niya na ngayong nanonood si Coach.
so, si Maxine naman, kasi si Maxine is also an influencer.
Oo.
From
Diba? Kaya,
Puma. And so, Max, ito na lang ang sagot ko. If ever maging artista ka in
in the near future? Kasi, diba, the looks.
Influencer ka na eh, nandyan ka na eh. Diba? So, who would be your top 5 celebrity crushes na gusto mo maging
Or maging leading man?
Oo, ganun.
Ganon, makapartner.
Mumula si Maxine.
Tayo lang naman nakakarinig. Walang iba nakakarinig. Tayo lang.
Eh, kanya wala silang love team,
Sige.
Single sila.
Sige.
Number 1, si Daniel Padilla. Number 2, James Reid. Number 3, Enrique Hill. Number 4, sino pa ba? For me, guwapo si Samuel B. But I think he's too old for me. So, I don't know.
Okay.
And then, I don't know na.
Basta yung mga yun. Isa na lang.
Yeah, basta yun.
Alam ko na sino.
Sino?
Ian Suyu.
Pwede, si Ian. After mo magbabal, Ian.
Siyempre, di natin pa nagpasin. Samantha, sino naman sa'yo?
Oo, mga celebrity crush
Pero parang gusto ko ibahin yun sa'yo. Siguro, top 5 student-athlete na crush mo.
Yun.
From other schools. Napangiti siya, No, first time naman.
The first student athletes na nagpapakilig sa'yo.
Dapat yun eh.
Ay, ganon! Ganon! Sige, pagkatapos ni Sam, ibabalik natin kay
Maxine, 3 na lang.
Ayan.
Go, Sam.
Sam, student athlete crushes.
Okay, lang, parang gagalingan sa kanila.
No,
admiration lang. Oo, yun lang. Mga lodi-lodi lang.
Mga lodi-lodi lang. Wala akong maisip. Wala akong kilala. Pero, yung dalawang, Ildefonso, kasi,
okay.
Si Sean.
yun, kilala naman talaga sila. Sino po ba?
Hindi naman nanonood si Coach. Okay lang yun.
Wala po talaga. Wala po akong ganun. Parang kilala ko lang po sila sa mukha pero hindi ko po kilala sa mga names. Hindi ko po.
Naniniwala tayo kay Sam.
Sige, kunwari naniniwala tayo. Okay, fine. Ibalik na natin kay Max.
Total, medyo binuking ka ni Sam. Top 3 student.
What? I don't know.
May kilig na. Kunwari lang nanonood, tayo lang.
Game.
What, me?
Yes!
I don't know.
Go.
Ricky Rivero.
Okay, Richie.
Considering wala silang girlfriend,
Yes. Considering single silang lahat.
Tyler Teo. I think. Yeah. Basta, he's Athenian. And, I don't know.
Nahiya bigla. Kayo, kasalanan ni Sam yan.
Alam. Kobe Paras.
Kobe Paras. Oh.
Kilala ko nanay na. Gusto mo kaya?
Speaking of Tyler Teo, di ba mayroong parang pep rally sa Ateneo? E di, how does it feel like Tyler Teo nandyan na? Or may photo ka ba with Tyler Teo?
No, I've never talked to him, but I know that his girlfriend is also Egan.
Okay. So, after the top 5, ito na yung
Ito na.
Ito na yung
Show
show
it
and tell natin. So, we'll be showing up series of photos and then sabihin nyo lang anong meron doon or what's
Reaction.
Reaction and thoughts about it. Okay, first photo. Ayan. Catantan versus Esteban on SEA Games.
Yun.
Yun. So,
Reaction.
reaction and
Comments.
thoughts.
Sino una?
Siyempre, maganda yung meeting ngayon, Maxine. Sino ba lang nanalo with that bout? Oh, si Sam. Okay. Sige.
Wala. It's sad that we had to punch each other. Kasi parang sa start pa lang ng polling, like yung status, yung event namin, parang kinocompute talaga namin, parang hindi kami magkatapat. Tapos, wala, nagkatapat kami bigla. Tapos, yun, super surprised kami at first. Tapos, wala, sad lang. Na,
ano ba yan? Semi-final round na or what? Qualifying pa lang? Sam? At naghang si Maxine kasi.
Biglang mawawala.
Ayun.
Ano po, quarterfinals po. So, papasok po siya ng top 4, kaya sobrang lungkot po talaga namin kasi nagtapat po kami. Ayun po, sobrang tahimik po talaga yung crowd. Ang nag-cheer lang po talaga, syempre yung
Philippines.
kanya-kanya lang po naming family. Ayun. Tapos kami rin po, hindi kami makasigaw. Parang sobrang pilit lang po talaga. And pigil na pigil kasi nga sad yung bout po na talaga. At sad yung game po talaga na.
Okay. Next photo tayo, Ren.
sorry, I got cut.
Ayan.
Yan. Ano to? Closing ceremony.
Closing ceremony and Sam, parang hindi ka yata masaya dyan. Yun. How does it feel on that closing ceremony kayo bilang athletes representing the Philippines?
Knowing na overall champions yung Philippines
champion
noon.
na tayo niyan that time. Sam?
Syempre po, sobrang goosebumps po talaga kasi ang dami pa rin, kahit closing ceremony na po, ang dami pa rin po tao na nandoon para po supportahan kami. And ayun po, one of the best, po talaga yun opening and closing ceremony po na na-attendan ko. Parang pang world class po talaga siya. Nung opening pa lang po, talagang tumatayo na po yung balahibo namin na ito na yung pinaghahandaan namin. Ganun, to sobrang daming tao na alam namin na yung buong Pilipinas nandyan para supportahan kami. Kaya sobrang thankful and grateful po talaga.
What about
you,
Max?
Maxine? You're back.
Yeah. For me, I was very proud kasi it was, yun nga, sobrang, like what Sam said, sobrang ganda ng opening and closing ceremony, and like the performance of every athlete was really good, and sobrang nakaka-proud lang kasi yun, like parang na-showcase lahat ng talent ng Filipinos sa SEA Games.
Okay, next photo.
Next photo.
Ayan.
Diba?
Teammates na kayo dyan.
Bati na sila dyan.
Bati na kayo dyan. Pero parang maiyak-iyak ka dyan, Sam. Anong meron? Tell us about this photo, guys.
For me po, yan po, masaya naman po kami kasi kahit pa paano po nakapag-uwi po kami ng medal para sa Philippines. Pero po, sobrang lungkot ko po dyan kasi feel ko po hindi ko po na-achieve yung gusto kong makuha. And feel ko po na mas nag-training kami, parang pinaghirapan talaga namin yan. So, sobrang kine-question ko po talaga kung bakit yun po yung naging resulta. Kaya, kaya nung parang sinasabitan po kami ng medal dyan, talagang di ko po maiwasan na parang maluha, ganun. Kasi, malungkot po ako sa naging result ng team namin. Kasi, grabe po talaga yung hirap na pinagdaanan po namin sa training. And, kami po ni Max, parang kailangan pa po hiwalay kaming nag-training nun kasi nga po sobrang stressful po nung school niya, ganon. Pero kahit naman po ganon, nag-training pa rin po kami. Kaya sobrang malungkot din po talaga. Pero syempre thankful pa rin po kasi nakapag-uwi po kami ng medal for the Philippines.
How about you, Max?
When I look at this picture, yun nga, parang happy naman kami na naka-medal kami. Pero, like, me and Sam kasi, parang sobrang confident talaga kami na makaka-uwi kami at least silver medal in the SEA Games. Parang the night before, sabihin ko pa kay Sam, ready ka na sa finals? Ganun, something like that. Basta, sobrang nakakalungkot lang talaga kasi parang we expected more than a bronze medal kasi alam namin na kaya talaga namin. And na parang, I don't know, like even for Coach Amat, parang alam din niya na mas kaya pa namin na kaya namin talaga mag-reach ng finals. And yun, parang masakit lang sa heart namin lahat na bronze lang nauwi namin. Pero of course, thankful naman kami.
Ayun, kasi speaking of that nga, no, fencing kasi during the SEA Games is one of the anticipated sports na
Hinihintay talaga mapanood.
alam na makaka-grab ng gold. Kumbaga.
Yeah.
Pero for you guys, anong tingin yung nangyari? I mean, what went wrong? Bakit? Yung mga ganong instances lang.
Or hindi naman siguro nagkulang sa preparation. Siguro baka breaks off the matches or whatever. Yeah.
Pwede.
Ayun. Siguro Sam?
Siguro